Today we're going to work on a portrait in the style of Reginald Baylor. So if you looked at my slideshow, you saw a few images of his artwork. And one thing I noticed from looking at most of his artwork is that when he does a portrait, he usually breaks it up into kind of like almost like geometric shapes, but not quite. Almost like a doodle type shape. And then he fills them in with different colors, which ultimately make it look like the face, but it's not that obvious to get started. So the thing we need to do to get started is a portrait. So I'd like you to draw a portrait of yourself or somebody you know, and I'd like you to try to do a 3/4 view, which is a little bit tricky. So a 3/4 view isn't from the front. It's kind of from the front and the side a little bit. So let's start out with just a circle or an oval. Once you get the oval, I'll draw hard. I don't like drawing hard, but there we go. There's my circle. Now, since it's on the front, instead of making a line straight through here, I'm going to make a slight curved line like this going down to here. And then my midline still is between here and here, but I'm also going to curve that. So my nose is going to be on this line coming out. My eyes will be here and here, and my mouth will be here. So it gets a little trickier. So I start with this eye, since it's closest to me. It'll look a little bigger. And before I go ahead and draw that eye, I'm going to put my eyebrow line coming down into the bridge of the nose. And my nose, if this was me, this is looking at my nose, on the side I got quite the nose going there. Something like that. The nice thing about having your Chromebooks is that you can look at yourself from different angles and take pictures. So then my other eye is going to be coming out here, and it's going to midway on that line. So it's getting a little smaller. And then I'm going to cut it off there and there. Erase that, because that's actually where my head ends. So see how it comes in a little bit by your eye? Your head comes in here. This is where my ear is, but you won't even see your ear. It's on the side of your head over there. But this side, well, let's see, there's space here. Your hair comes down here, and your ear would be about there, but that's too high. Your ear is more about even with your eye. So I'm going to move it to there. Now remember, this is just the rough start. We still have to make, here's where I gotta pull this out now. We still need to add our designs to this, so this is just our rough start. So if it's not, that's why I didn't want to do that. If it's not coming out perfect, it's okay, because it's going to get really like styled up. So this kind of view is tricky, but to just make up. Try to get rid of all these extra lines now. Lose that line a little bit. That's actually over there. All right, and then my chin. And get my hair on here. Lose that line there. So that kind of fades in. A little bigger. This needs to come out more. Alright, so there's the 3/4 view. I gotta kind of go back and style it up. Let me get my neck finished there. Draw the collar of my shirt. I'm wearing a collared shirt today, so I'll just do it like that. So it's like half a collar. And I'll do a little bit of detail in my ear. Alright, so it's starting to look like a person. Now I got a little carried away here, so I got to get back in this hair and erase it. I was trying to make it my head a little bigger in that direction. And now we got to get this looking slick, like Reggie Baylor. So he doesn't, his drawings don't look all sketchy. His hair is nice and neat. Everything is nice and neat. So I got to fix this thing up. Alright, I'm going to pause. I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm ready to start doing the Reggie Baylor to this thing. I want to start by stopping all my pencil work. And I'm going to switch to a crayon. Start adding those designs and adding extra lines. So I'm going to pick a light color, and it doesn't have to be a realistic color. I'm lucky today because I have my vintage crayons with me. I've got some cool colors here. So I'm going to take one of these fluorescent colors, ultra yellow, and I'm going to start working into my face. So I'm going to use some different designs to start filling in this space of my skin of my face. So they're kind of random lines. Let's see something. I didn't have my glasses on when I was doing my erasing. There we go. So I'm going right up to different features, like the hair is a feature, my eyebrow, and I'm going to fill in all this part of my forehead. Oops, I got a little off there. You do go somewhere you shouldn't go. You can actually erase crayon a bit. This should have been a hard line right there. It's like, there we go. And my eyes need to get a little bit of a harder edge. All right, I'll keep going down. It shouldn't look scribbly. They should look like cool little shapes that you can color in. We're going to use paint when we start coloring this, and that's why we're starting with the crayon. So I'm actually going to go down the side of my face. Now this is nowhere nearly as cool as Mr. Baylor's portraits. He spends a lot of time doing this. I'm going to switch colors for my cheeks because they should be a little different, and for my nose. I'll keep going up my ear here though. Alright, get a new color for that. I'll go to, I've got a hot pink. Ultra red, what's this one? Ultra pink. Try not to break my cool crayons. Now this is just a start. When I start painting, because I want to hard edge this too. Alright, I'm going to another color, a little darker over here. And I wanted to go darker under that eyelid. I think, oh, and my neck. So actually my hair comes in like that. And then I go with more geometric lines so they're more straight. That will go there. Alright, starting to look like Reggie Baylor. Alright, now for the hair. I'm going to make a series of lines that follow the contours of my hair. I was noticing in his that he would use a series of patterns for the hair. Alright, and I actually had blue hair once. About 15, 16 years ago. Alright, now I'm getting, oh, I missed my eyebrows. I think I'll add that blue into my eyebrows too. Alright. For my shirt, I'm going to use the contours of the shirt. I'm going to pause and come back. Alright, so I added some more lines to my hair and I'm ready for paint, and we'll do the painting in our next class. Should be plenty of work for you to do for at least one class, maybe two. Okay, I'll see you next time.